Good morning, students. Today we are coming to the new topic that is kinematics. In the kinematics, what are the velocity and acceleration diagrams by instantaneous centers method, and what is the relative velocity method? So these are the main things we are going to discuss in this topic. So firstly, we are discussing the velocities in mechanisms using instantaneous center method. So let's go for the how the system of implementing this velocity that we will discuss here. So what is the velocity means? That is the change in the displacement. As we all of you know, the change in the displacement with respect to time is called a velocity. Then this velocity is implemented in the mechanisms. So sometimes a body may be of simultaneously a motion of rotation as well as translation. So such a wheel of a car is just like a spear rolling, but it is not slipping on the road. Such a motion will have the combination with effect of rotation and this translation. So let us see the diagram here. AB is a rigid link and which moves from its initial position AB to A dash B dash, and a little consideration will shows that when it is moving from AB to A1 B1, the link neither be wholly a motion of translation nor wholly be a rotational. So but a combination of these two will be applicable in the figure A. So from AB to the link AB to A1 B1, I mean A1 B dash is the only for translation, and A1 B dash to A1 B1, that is called the rotation. So above that, till it occupies the final position of A1 B1, there may be a chance of first motion of the rotation from AB to A B dash about A, and then motion of the translation from A B dash to A1 B1. So such a motion link, that is AB to A1 B1, is an example of combination of motion of rotation and at the same time translation. It is being a immaterial whether the motion of the rotation has takes place first or the motion of the translation was done in the first. So either it may be the chance of this translation and the rotation, either either it may be the chance of the rotation and the translation. Which one is the first means either it may be the, depending on the mechanism. So in actual practice, the motion of the link AB is so gradual that it is difficult to see the two separate motions, but we see the two separate motions. So through the point B, which moves faster than the point A. So this instantaneous center may be located that we will discuss now. So to identify these motions at a point, so we need to calculate the instantaneous center. So now we are going to discuss the how to frame the instantaneous center. Then since the points A and B of the link are moved to A1 B1 respectively under the motion of rotation, therefore the position of the center of rotation may lies on the interaction of right bisectors of curves A A1 and B B1. Let these bisectors which are intersecting at the point I called the instantaneous center of the rotation or virtual center of the link AB. From the above, if you see the position of the AB in the diagram, which goes on changing, therefore the center about which the motion is assumed to be takes place, that is instantaneous center, which is also goes on changing. Thus, the change of center of moving body may be defined as that the center which goes on changing from one instant to another. So the locus of all the such instantaneous centers is known as a centroid. So centroid means the locus of all the such an instantaneous centers we are framing in the line, that is called a centroid. A line drawn through a instantaneous center and perpendicular to the plane of the motion is called instantaneous axis, and the axis locus. The locus of this axis is called axode. So, what is the axode? The locus of the axis is axode, and the locus of all the instantaneous center is called a centroid, and the line drawn through the instantaneous center and perpendicular to the plane of motion called instantaneous axis. And what are the properties of this instantaneous center? One is a rigid link rotates instantaneously relative to another link at the instantaneous center for the configuration of the mechanism considered. Then the two rigid links have no linear velocity relative to each other at the instantaneous center. At this point, the two rigid links have the same linear velocity relative to the third rigid link. In other words, the velocity of instantaneous center relative to any third rigid link will be same whether the instantaneous center is regarded as a point on the first rigid link or on the second rigid link. So the number of how many number of instantaneous centers in any mechanism. So for calculating this value, that is the number of instantaneous center in a constrained kinematic chain is equal to the number of possible combinations of two links. So the number of pairs of links or the number of instantaneous centers is the number of combination of a link taken two at a time. So mathematically the number of instantaneous centers is n is equals to small n into n minus 1 by 2, where n is equals to the number of links. If you see the diagram, that is a simple mechanism where two links were joined. That is called that will form the instantaneous center. Then what are the types of instantaneous centers? One is fixed instantaneous center, second permanent instantaneous center, third one neither fixed nor permanent instantaneous center. The first two types, that is fixed and the permanent instantaneous center, are together known as primary instantaneous centers. And the third type, that is secondary instantaneous center. So for explaining these, I am considering a 4-bar mechanism. If you see here, the 4-bar mechanism, in the mechanism is 1 bar, I mean 1 link is to be of fixed one. So here the 4-bar mechanism ABCD, and the number of instantaneous centers n in a 4-bar mechanism is given by formula n into n minus 1 by 2. So how many number of links? 4 into 4 minus 1, that is 3. 4 into 3 by 2. So totally it is a 6. And the instantaneous centers I12, the first link and the second link, and the second link, third link connection, third link, fourth link, and the fourth and the first link. So here, if you see the diagram, the instantaneous centers I12 and I14 are called the fixed centers. In this diagram, the link 1 is already fixed, so the corresponding instantaneous centers are also be fixed. Nextly, as they are remain in the same plane for configuration, then the instantaneous centers 2, 3, I mean I 2, 3 and 3, 4, they are the permanent instantaneous centers as they move when the axis move. So, but the joints are of permanent nature. Okay. The instantaneous centers I13 and I24. I13, here it is I13 and I24. Okay. Those are all neither by fixed or not be a permanent centers as they are vary with the configuration of the mechanism. Then free center line mechanism. Free center line in mechanism. So Arnold Kennedy's theorem states that if three bodies move relative to each other, three bodies are move relatively to each other. They have the three instantaneous center and lies on a straight line. So that we need to take it out. Consider there is a three kinematic links A, B, C having the relative plane motion. The number of instantaneous centers are given by n is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2. So a number of links is 3, 3 into 2 by 2, that is 3. So the two instantaneous centers at the point, the two instantaneous centers at the pinpoints of A and B and C with A. So the 3 points out of which the most of the 2 points were constructed with A only, with the A only by the B and C. So according to the Kennedy's theorem, the third instantaneous center, that is IBC, IBC must lies on the line joining of IAB and IAC. In order to prove this, let us consider the instantaneous center. BC lies outside of the line joining AB and AC. The point, the point IBC belongs to the both the line links B and C. Let us consider the point IBC on the link C. Its velocity VBC must be perpendicular to the line joining IAB and IBC. Now consider the points IBC on the link C. Its velocity will be VBC, which is perpendicular to the line joining IAC and IBC. So we have already discussed that the velocity of the instantaneous center is same whether it is regarded as a point on the first link or as a point on the second link. Therefore, the velocity of a point IBC cannot be perpendicular to both the lines IAB, IBC and IAC and IBC. which is unless the point IBC, which is lies on the line joining points IAB and IBC. Thus, the three instantaneous centers IAB, IBC, and IAC must lies on the same straight line. But the exact locations of IBC and IAB and IC depends upon the direction and magnitude of the angular velocities B and C, which is relative to the A. Now, the method of locating the instantaneous centers in a mechanism. Consider a pin jointed 4-bar mechanism, and the following is the procedure to adapt for the locating the instantaneous center. So, as we know, the number of links that we already discussed in the previous diagram, that is a 4-bar chain mechanism. First of all, determine the number of instantaneous center by using the relation n is equals to small n into n minus 1 by 2. So after that, with the 4-bar mechanism, how many number of instantaneous centers will be presented? 6. Make a list of all the instantaneous centers in a mechanism. Since for 4-bar mechanism there are 6 centers, therefore these centers are listed as below in a table by keeping this. So the number of instantaneous, what are the number of links? 4 links, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the instantaneous centers 6 in a number. So for the respective of position, the table will be like this. Next, locate the fixed and permanent centers by inspecting. Here I I12 and I14 are the fixed centers, and I23 and I34 are the permanent instantaneous center. In the 4-bar mechanism, we are having 4 turning pairs. Therefore, there are 4 primary, that means fixed and permanent instantaneous centers are to be located at the centers of the pinpoint. And locate the remaining neither fixed or nor permanent instantaneous centers, that is secondary centers, by Kennedy's theorem. This is done by circle diagram. So mark the points on the circle. Mark points on a circle equal to the number of links in a mechanism. In the present case, mark 1, 2, 3, 4 on the circle. So if you see the diagram, circle diagram, there you can measure the points 1, 2, 3, 4 over the circle. Then join the circles by a solid line to show that these centers are already found in the circle diagram. That is, join 1, 2 and 2, 3, 4, 3, 4 and 4, 1. Okay. So indicate the centers I12, I23, I34, I41. In order to find the others two centers, that is other two instantaneous centers, join two such points that the line joining them then form a two adjacent triangles as in the circles diagram. Okay, that is the corners are to be joined 1, 3 and 2, 4. The lines which is responsible for completing the two triangles should be a common side to the two triangles and then join 1 and 3 to form the triangle 1, 2, 3 and 3, 4, 1, and the instantaneous center is I13 will be lies on the intersection of I12, I23 and I14 and I34, which are produced if necessary on the mechanism. Thus, the instantaneous center I13 is located in the numerous center, which will be on the intersection of I12, I13, I14 and I23 and I34 on the mechanism. Thus, I24 is located. Join 24 by a dotted line on the circle diagram and mark it on 6. Hence, all the 6 instantaneous centers are located. So, for explaining this, now we are taking the problem. In a pin joined 4-var mechanism, there is a diagram has given, and the mechanism means one end is to be fixed or one link is to be fixed. Here the link EAD was fixed, AB length 300 mm, BC equal to CD equal to 360 mm, and the AD is 600 mm. The angle BAD equal to 60 degrees. The crank AB rotates uniformly at 100 rpm. Locate all the instantaneous centers and find the angular velocity of the link BC. So firstly, draw the given data. That is, what are the number of links? Here 4 and their lengths also given. So try to note down all the values. That is AB length and BC and CD and AD. And AD link was fixed. Like that, you have to frame the question for the solution. Then what is the next one? AB rotates uniformly at a speed of 100 rpm. So rotating speed for AB link, so NAB is equals to 100 rpm. So for that, angular speed or angular velocity for the AB means 2 pi n by 60. So 2 pi n means 100 by 60. So it is a 10.47 radians per second. But actually what they need, angular velocity of the link BC, not AB. But the speed was given, so try to convert them to angular velocity. Since the length of BC since the length of the crank AB equal to 300, so that is equals to 0.3 meters. Therefore, the velocity of the point B on link AB, therefore the velocity of B on the link AB. Now, so velocity is equals to omega AB into what is the length of the link, that is AB, that is equals to 100. That means 2 pi n by 60, that is 2 pi 100 by 60. We already found that is value is 10.47 into 0.3. That is equals to 3.141 meters per second. Then now we need to find the location of instantaneous center. So location of instantaneous center, for what we need to do, the mechanism consists of 4 links. So find the number of instantaneous centers. N is equals to n into n minus 1 by 2. So that is equals to 6. For the 4-var mechanism, the book keeping in the table which was drawn in the diagram, locate the fixed point and permanent point centers by inspection. These centers are 12, I12, I23, I34 and I14. So that is in the figure. There we can see these are the fixed points. and locating the remaining neither fixed nor permanent points by Kennedy's theorem. This is done by circle method only, circle diagram method only. So mark the 4 points equal to the number of links 1, 2, 3, 4 on the circle. Then join 1, 2, 3. Join the line 1, 3 to form two triangles. That is 1, 2, 3 and 1, 3, 4. The side A13 is common to both the triangles. It is responsible for completing the two triangles. Therefore, the instantaneous centers I13 is lies on the intersection of the lines joining the points I12 and I23, I34 and I14. So thus the center I13 is located. Mark number 5 on the dotted line, that is for 13. Now join 2 to 4 to complete the triangles 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4 and 2, 4, 1. So the side 2, 4 will common to the both the triangles. It is responsible to completing the two triangles. Therefore, the instantaneous center 2, 4 is lies on the intersection of the line joining the points I23, I34 and I12 and I14. So thus the center I24 is located and mark number 6 on the dotted line 24. Thus all the 6 points were completed. So all the 6 points, that means all the instantaneous centers were located. Previously we have located the instantaneous centers, that is I12, I23, I34 and I41. These are the 4 fixed, that is what is the primary instantaneous centers were calculated. After that, what are the remaining 2 are to be found. For that, we need to use Kennedy's method. And Kennedy's method, you just draw a circle and locate the points 1, 2, 3, 4. After joining 1, 2, 3, 4, join the diagonals 1, 3 and 2, 4. There you may get 5 and 6. So like that, we need to notate the tables. Okay, instantaneous center points also. Now find the whatever the rest of the thing, angular velocity of the link BC. So let omega BC be the angular velocity of the link BC. Since B is the outside point on the link BC, therefore the velocity of the B on the link BC is equals to VB is equals to omega BC into I3B. So by measurement, we found that I13B is equals to 500 mm, that is 0.5 meter. So omega BC is equals to VB by I13B. VB is the value 3.1417 by 0.5, that is equals to 6.282 radians per second. In this way, these are very simpler problems for instantaneous center method with the velocity of mechanisms in instantaneous center method. So what is the formula for finding the instantaneous centers? Means n is equals to n into n minus 1 by 2. After that, we need to find the rest of the instantaneous center by Kennedy's theorem. Okay. Then in the next class, we may see the velocity in mechanisms by relative velocity motion. So relative velocity method, we will discuss it in the next class. Thank you.